Hello everyone, this is Jake from Down the Weeaboo Hole, and today we're going to be doing something a little different. The fan translation of Chapter 1014 of One Piece has just been released, and I'm here to talk about it. It was a pretty awesome chapter, especially since we haven't had a One Piece chapter in like 2 weeks now, so I'm pretty hungry for new One Piece stuff, and we get some Chopper action this chapter, we get some EMON action, but before we get into the chapter, we have to start with the cover story like always, and this week's cover story has Law gathering his wits in front of a Weeaboo folding screen depicting a tiger. So I didn't understand this at first, but apparently this cover story is based off a Japanese folktale about a young Buddhist monk named Ikkyu-san, and he's tasked with capturing a Weeaboo tiger. I didn't know what a Weeaboo was until I looked it up, and it's like one of those Japanese folding screens. I don't know the entire story about Ikkyu-san, I just barely skimmed it over, but maybe I'll look it up after this chapter review. Probably not, but let's just begin the review, and we begin where we left off last time, with Luffy hurling towards the ocean after getting his ass kicked by Kaido that we didn't get to see. And Kaido's sitting there introspectively wondering about where everything went wrong in his life. But I don't know, man. Kaido's a really interesting character. Well, he's getting more interesting. Seeing him like depressed about this fight, I really want to see his backstory and learn why he's the way he is so bad. And Kaido, in the next page, says something really cool. Seems like you couldn't be Joy Boy either. So Kaido seems to know a lot more about the One Piece than I originally thought, because why would he know about Joy Boy this much, and like how much knowledge does he know about the polyglyphs and like the Void Century? Him knowing about Joy Boy opens up quite a bit. I'm interested to see what Kaido's backstory is going to tell us. I'm pretty sure it's going to be like a Rock's backstory. I can't wait. I can't freaking wait. Then Kaido receives a message from Huang, who notifies him that they have found Momonosuke, and now Kaido's gonna go get Momonosuke. Then Kaido tells Huang to make a announcement and tell everyone that Luffy lost the fight, so everyone like loses the will to continue fighting. But I don't think the Straw Hats are gonna just give up that easily, you know? We then switch over to Yamato, and she's just beating up people, screaming that she's Odin. Very Chuny-like. Yamato's pretty hilarious, just pretending to be Odin running around. I really think she believes she is, so it's a little weird. It'd be like if Luffy was running around screaming he's Roger, or Blackbeard running around saying he's Rocks. And then we switch to Momonosuke, and he's reading through Odin's journal, and it looks like he's learned something quite interesting about himself, because he says, "It seems I cannot afford to die." So we don't learn the reason in this chapter why Momonosuke needs to live, because personally I don't really care if he lives. He got to sleep with Nami and Robin, so fuck this kid. I hope Kaido smashes his head in with his mace, to be quite honest. But it's probably something to do with how he can hear the voice of all things. And this section of the chapter ends with Momonosuke hearing something. It looks like something's talking to him that only he can hear. I'm not sure who it is. I don't think we learn who it is. And then we switch over to Chopper freaking fighting Queen, and it looks like Chopper's winning, but that doesn't seem to be the case. He's doing like a lot of damage to Queen, but he's barely feeling it. And Sparrow is shooting arrows at people and at Chopper, so Chopper's taking damage anyways, even if Queen's not hitting him. And then we get like the best part of the chapter, in my opinion, and that is a flashback of Chopper with Caesar Clown on the Sunny, I think when they were going to Dressrosa, and Caesar Clown is actually going to help Chopper make his rumble balls even stronger. So instead of his transformation only lasting 3 minutes, Caesar's going to help make it last 30 minutes. And it's going to have some like side effects maybe, and some risks. But this is great. I'm happy that Chopper's going to get like a small power boost, I guess, from this. Because if Chopper is the one to beat Queen, it would be amazing. Like, Chopper hasn't had a real fight in quite a while. I don't even remember the last time he fought, to be quite honest. But if he was able to take down Queen, that'd be awesome. But then Huang starts to make their announcement that Luffy has been defeated, and we get a bunch of like shots of various Straw Hats and people from the Alliance. We get to see Jinbei fighting Who's Who, which we didn't get to see in a long time. I don't think we saw any part of that fight, and they seem to be on even footing. We also see Luffy drowning, so that's not good. Someone's got to save him. Not sure who's going to do that. Maybe Hiyori. Hiyori's out there. Hiyori has to be somewhere in this castle. We also get a pretty funny scene of Big Mom fighting Kid, and she's like laughing, like, did you hear about Straw Hat? And Kid's like, I don't really care, which seems to be pretty normal for a Kid. Like, why would he care if Luffy was taken out? Kid wants to be the star of the show. And Hua Huang mentions that if you just surrender, we'll let you all join the Beast Pirates. And both Zoro and Sanji are like, screw that. It's always nice to see these two like get along or be in unison for something. I really hope we get a Sanji Zoro fight, like them two together versus like King and Queen, if Queen is not defeated by Chopper. But I really want to see something with those two working together. So then we go back to Momonosuke and Shinobu, and they've been found by Kiku and Kinemon. But they've also been found by Kanjuro, who pretends to be Odin again, which is a real dick move. He already did this once, and now he's trying a second time. And Kiku's not having any of this, so they're about to like kill Kanjuro a second time, but Odin's face reminds them of their youth and their happier times, and they just can't do it. They just can't take down Odin. So Kanjuro is able to pierce Kiku through the stomach with their sword, and it looks like Kiku might be dead until their soul leaves their eyes. I'm not gonna say if they're dead or not. I thought Kanjuro and Orochi were dead for sure, but they're back. But then Kinemon gets really pissed, kills Kanjuro, maybe. We'll have to see if he comes back a third time. And we get this pretty interesting saying from Kiku on their deathbed, maybe their last words, saying that they can still tell that the dawn is near, the dawn representing the Straw Hats. So there is some hope pervading right now, which is nice because everything is like falling apart. Luffy's been defeated, Kiku's dying, maybe dead. So then the chapter ends with Kaido bursting through the wall and Kinemon probably getting his head smashed in because Kaido lets down his giant mace. Kinemon tries to block it. We see that his swords have smashed to pieces, so I think Kinemon might be done for, but we'll have to see next chapter for that. And the chapter ends with Momonosuke screaming, and Onigashima is really, really close to the mainland of Wano, about to crash land. Maybe the end of the act will be Onigashima landing into Wano, and then Luffy being saved by someone. I don't know, Act 3 is lasting a long time, and it looks like everyone's failing pretty hard. I don't know what's gonna happen to Wano. There's gotta be like some kind of training arc or something. Things aren't looking too good for the Straw Hats in the Alliance, but it was a pretty great chapter. I'm happy to see some Chopper action. It's always nice to see him do something besides just being cute. So I'm really hoping he beats Queen. Maybe not now. Maybe he can like train out and then fight him again in Act 4. But we'll just have to see. So let me know what you think of today's chapter in the comments below. As always, subscribe if you haven't already. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and our new TikTok, which I need to update more. And if you want to talk to me directly, come join the Discord. I'd love to talk to you. All the links are down in the description, so they're easy to find. And there is no break next week, so I should see you soon. Take care, everyone.